Well, looks like we'll be seeing more of Sami after all. Like, damn. Even though I said I hope she rests in peace, I guess not. Wow, no break for poor little Sami. Like, geez, I never thought such a background character would have so much importance within the plot. I'm guessing that's the way the story's turning. After all, we're dealing with necromancy, whatever the hell it's called, necromancy. All these interesting kind of levels. I forgot what they're called. Skills. I mean, when you play them in games, you play the necromancer, and they'll raise the dead and reanimate them. And the higher they are, the better they can do it. So I'm guessing that this entire season, these 12 or 13 episodes, is going to be about is reanimating bodies, the truth of life and death, and is there God in an afterlife? There'll be all these questions I'll be asking myself when all this is said and done. Because the fact that one human can just do it, like she's freaking Jesus. Now we question her existence. Like, holy snap, man! What is there? Is there heaven? Or is that a soul? Is just a giant ass brain? Or is it explained through science? Is it magic? I don't know. And then again, some people say magic is just a type of science that has yet to be explained. There's always that bull crap you can always bring up. But hey, sometimes truth and fiction can sometimes meet in the same path of direction. Anyway, with my nonsense rambling, we see appear to be one of the main bad guys, antagonists of the season, and it's Hishigata. And the girl that follows him apparently must have been one of Esther's very close friends, seeing the flashbacks. So what I'm trying to see with the story here is Esther must have lost somebody and wanted to bring them back, but wanted to help with someone who's really high up. So she probably, this is my guess here only, she probably just found someone like Hishigata and they probably experimented and they helped each other out. And the experiments were successful, but however, there are some drawbacks. And of course, major sense of guilt coming from Esther's side. And she started to regret what she did, even though she started doing it just as much as Hishigata did. Hishigata may have done it in a very scientific, torture, cruel way, but she did the same thing nonetheless, despite how different she thought it was. However, Accelerator, of course, being the main character that he is saying, so what if you did the same thing as he did? The difference between you and him is that you finally woke the heck up. You now want to stop all of this. So therefore, you need to get up and stop it, because you sitting there ain't going to do jack shit. That's what I'm trying to say here. So, an Accelerator knows everything about that. For instance, it is very ironic for someone who killed so many Nisika sisters to want to protect one of the main important ones of the entire series. It's very ironic. And because of that, even though one will say, who are you to do this, even though you slaughtered so many of them, so what? You want to make a change? You want to do better? Might as well go out there and get it. Do better. And don't let no one else stop you. Yes, you can let guilt happen to you, but you should turn that guilt into your motivation. You feel sorry for what you did in the past, so that should make some good motivation and initiative for you to go into the future to do better in the end. And that's all I say about that. Yes, skilling each up. It depends how people use guilt. Guilt can go a long way. Some people use guilt to keep you trapped, which is funny. I'm kind of using this wanting to change thing like I did in my Fruits Basket review I did today, but now it seems it's going on here with Accelerator. In a way, except for Accelerator's case is much more extreme and cruel and fun in a type of way, where he wants to change, and yes, he can wallow within the guilt and stay where he is, like he was in the past, or he can take that guilt and he can use it as motivation to do better, which he is trying to do. He wants to help out the Little Sisters, he wants to help out Last Order, and any others out there. And seeing other people do the same thing that he's doing by wanting to become a better person, he sees it as a certain motivation. As in, if someone like this, who's weaker than me, can do it, heck, I can do it. That's really the reason why it was so important that someone like Toma to defeat him, and for Toma to defeat so many others. For Toma to be on the bottom of the barrel, he risen to the top so many times, proving at level 0 that can do it. Anyone can do it. You just got to do it, and don't let no one stop you. Give it your best and give it your all. Pretty much moral of the story. They weren't able to catch him because he escaped, so we went through a nice little family fun time at Jacob's restaurant, where apparently all the food there is good, even a fish head stew. Yes, fish head stew. I looked at it like, that looks nasty. I'm sorry, I'm not a big fan of fish or seafood whatsoever. I'll have a little bit of shrimp here and there and probably some tuna or salmon, but that is it. Nothing else. I've had a sushi before. It was pretty good, but I'm not sure if I could remember what it was. I think it was Yellowtail, and that was it. So, with that being said, they're out there, Jacob. And I like one of these moments too in anime and any kind of story, you know. I don't know why, but food brings people together. You can be total stranger, but if you're eating next to someone and you're having a good old time, you're explaining, like, this is why I always like to order different things from people so we can have a conversation. If you're ordering the same thing, it sucks. So for instance, I'm thinking of ordering something and I see the next person next to me ordering the same thing I'm about to order. I can't stand that. I'm like, you asshole, I was gonna order that. Now I gotta change my order. Thanks. I did that so many times. It was a pet peeve of mine, and it still is. Because I like doing different things. And plus, if I want something you have, I would offer my stuff in return for a trade. But I can offer a trade or have more variety of food if we have the same kind of thing. Now, all of that little rant that I've displayed upon you. Sorry about that. So anyways, getting back to the main topic. Showing what big old softy Accelerator is, especially towards Last Order. Last Order can read Accelerator like a book. She can tell when she's hiding stuff or something's going on. She just can tell. And anyways, and she would have their first encounter with Esther, in a way, calling Accelerator a two-timer. You two-timing no good bastard. So anyways, they had a little family fun time, and they were enjoying each other's company until they left out because Esther doesn't know anything about the outside world, apparently. Memory loss? Who knows? Well, anyways, he's saying that a lot. She goes in. You know that cliche when a dude walks into a room and see a girl changing or unchanging? It's always like that. He walks in. However, it was different. Accelerator didn't make much of a big expression. And Esther to make a much big expression. I guess, like I said, she's very dense from the outside world. She doesn't know much about it. So when she saw this kind of situation, no cliche happened, even though Last Order herself want the cliche to happen. Like, hey, what's going on here? You're supposed to be shy. Show your femininity by being shy and wanting to throw a pillow at him, but that doesn't happen. So there goes that situation. And finally, towards the end scene is where I thought they were done with poor little Hisami. No. Apparently they brought back her memory to see everything she went through. Accelerator touched her holographic brain, whatever the heck that thing was, and saw her entire life. Apparently it was just her and her mom. She was just like any other kind of kid, teen, and she thought she could make her mom proud by becoming higher up in Forbidden County City. Apparently what happened is she became level 2, and I guess she wanted to be higher than level 2. Heck, there's a lot of level 0s and 1s out there. Being a level 2, in my opinion, is pretty awesome, you know? But I guess she wanted more than that, so she saw herself as a failure, and it seemed like the mom, in a way, cared about it, even tried to ask her what's going on. So she tried to commit suicide, and then she got caught up by DA, and there she is now in the morgue. Until the spell that Esther put onto her is contrary to, I think, for her to come back to life. Like, okay, we got another dead girl walking. Okay. That explains a lot. And then, of course, there's the DA pretending to be anti-skill again, trying to get rid of the corpse by, I guess, melting it, dissolving it with whatever's inside that canister that Accelerator sold. You know, I want the DA gone. They nasty. They call themselves justice, but they do such inhumane things like this. Shame, shame. Nah, I ain't cool. Well, anyways, that's it for this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It was very, very nice, you know, seeing Accelerator react with Esther all together as a little family and showing how much Accelerator is willing to do whatever he can and will not let his guilt trap him, but instead move him forward to becoming a better person. It seems like there's a lot of road to redemption stories going on around lately, and I don't mind them. I like them a lot. It brings out good characters in the end of the day, so I like that very much. So anyway, if you enjoy what I do and like my content, like, comment, subscribe, of course. Hit that bell icon to get notified every time I upload. Macron Anime, signing out.